Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make some Halloween builds for your Minecraft world. So there's going to be 10 different things you can do in your Minecraft to just play around and have some fun for Halloween. So I thought I'd just show you guys some nice, interesting things you can do, because there's definitely a lot of Halloween things that you can do in Minecraft. So let's just hop right into the first one. And that is a little nice pumpkin farm. So we could just per se get started placing some of these blocks in, and I'm not sure if you guys can hear the audio, but we are going to start just placing some blocks, and obviously you can make this way different. Like we could maybe even get some podzol in here to make it look a little more spooky or something. But we're just going to start with some grass paths and just make a nice little farm and, you know, just get started. So what we're going to have is obviously our nice little grass path, maybe right at the door of our main area. Also, make sure every time you build with wood, you gotta put the little blocks down there. But you're gonna have a nice path area, right? And then we could have some pumpkins growing, right? So let's plant a line of just pumpkins right here. And obviously these don't have to be, and obviously this doesn't have to be just a big line of pumpkins. You could really have the pumpkins set however you wanted them to. But for now, I'm just gonna put these in a big long line. Like you could put them, I mean, obviously you could build this way more beautiful than I am. But this is just for the tutorial, guys. You could build a pumpkin farm however you want. Just take this idea of a pumpkin farm and just turn it into whatever you want, really. So obviously I'm just gonna continue planting these. Oh my gosh, it's all turning into dirt. So when this is fully finished, guys, which will only take a second, I'll let you guys see it, and maybe just let this give you some inspiration on maybe building a little farm for pumpkins. Guys, the pumpkin farm's finished. You might just wanna walk outside or something and then just have a nice little pumpkin farm. And I've used just some nice flat blocks where all the pumpkins can grow, and let these pumpkins just grow at different levels. I have lily pads in the water and just nice mix of podzol and coarse dirt and everything, making sure nothing's too just the same. And also I've added some nice leaves in the background to give it a little bit of detail around the sides, so you can just tell exactly where the pumpkin farm kind of ends and just have this nice little farm of pumpkins. But let's move on to the next thing. So guys, we're on to the next one, and this is to make some jack-o'-lanterns. So the first step is to locate some pumpkins, which are going to be usually found in the spruce biome, I feel like, the taiga, I mean. And you're just going to break the pumpkins. It doesn't matter what, just break these pumpkins. And you don't even need to break them right now. You can, first of all, take some shears and shear these pumpkins, and they'll give you a nice little face and some seeds. So you can shear all your pumpkins, just like this. Just shear the pumpkins. Now what you can do with these pumpkins is take some torches. So obviously you could have just a lot of sheared pumpkins. I could shear all those. You're going to take some torches and just put them right here, and then put some pumpkins, carved pumpkins, right here. It's the other way around. The torch is on the bottom, these on the top. And you can make some nice jack-o'-lanterns with those torches and the carved pumpkins. So I can place these, and these will provide a big amount of light and also look pretty awesome, which can be used for great decorations. Maybe you surround yourself in them and just whatever you want to do with them. Just it's really fun to play around with and mess with them. So yeah, jack-o'-lanterns. Making a giant pumpkin out of pumpkins. So obviously you're going to need to start with a base, and I'm just going to make a relatively nice little small pumpkin here. Maybe I go a little bit bigger than this. No, we'll keep it small. And we're just going to go nice 1 block center, because you're going to want to probably have a 1 block center. Depending on how you want to do your pumpkin, obviously. I mean, maybe you want a 2 block center. It's all up to you. Whatever you want to do with your pumpkin, let that happen. So we're going to have a nice little base for our pumpkin, and just kind of make a nice little sphere. And I would recommend even trying to use maybe Minecraft spheres. There's a Minecraft sphere generator online that you can use to maybe generate a really nice looking sphere if you want to. But guys, we're going to make this sphere really quick. And I'll link the sphere generator down in the description for you guys. And when we're done, I'll be back with you guys. Guys, we have finished our little pumpkin, and it's just a nice little spherical pumpkin. Nothing too special about it. I don't have any, like, little grooves going through it like a normal pumpkin might. As you can see, if I actually place a pumpkin in Minecraft, it's got the little grooves kind of going through it. Obviously, you might want to make a square pumpkin. Or I've just made a circular little pumpkin here, and we'll just add maybe a nice little, I don't even know why I'm breaking those. A nice little stem kind of just going up here, maybe having a little curve and wobble to it as it goes up. Maybe just a little one like that. I think we want to connect this though. There we go. Just a nice little stem. This is really simple. I mean, it's just a sphere. There's not even, like I said, it's nothing too special. But I think not special. It's very simple. But I think it's very interesting, and it's definitely able to be seen that it's a pumpkin. I just think you guys would really like that. So moving on to the next one, we have And guys, this one is going trick-or-treating, which is very interesting. It is in Minecraft. As you can see, there's just a lot of personality you can add. You can say just like, take one please, and we have this just nice little chest here with some stuff in it. And just take one, and maybe we signal which houses we can go to with a little jack-o'-lantern, which we have collected earlier. And just give little people in here and just maybe take some of you know, just go trick-or-treating as trick-or-treating would normally go in real life, and just give everything a little bit of personality, and just the houses and everything when it comes to nighttime, and just, you know, just add some fun and personality to doing this, and just running around, you know, maybe in a village maybe you've used a village like I have, maybe you haven't. And just have some fun. Just go trick-or-treating. It's really fun, especially I would encourage you to do this in multiplayer. I think it could be really fun. Maybe there's actually some tricks instead of just treats or something. I think it would just be a really interesting and good idea for Halloween. So yes, moving on to the next one, which is decorations. Maybe you guys are walking through your nice pumpkin garden. You go into your house just at the end of the hall, and you feel like maybe it's just a bit bland. And you could add some decorations to the house. I'll give you guys some examples. Guys, I finished the direct decorations. Just have a nice look around. It says, welcome, trick or treat. There's a nice little cobweb and a jack-o'-lantern right next to the door. And as we walk in, there's a little pumpkin sitting right here as a table. And in the furnace, we've got some pumpkin seeds cooking and lots of goodies in the chest. There's some nice little cobwebs and then some more in the ceiling and a little bit of light. We've got another chest, some spooky liquid in this cauldron, and a nice pumpkin pie on the table. And then the cellar, which says, do not enter. And we've got this little back door, outdoor area, which the pumpkin farm could be obviously a decoration as well. And just some nice little cobwebs around, just to spice everything up and make it feel a little more spooky. I also tried to make a bat over there, but it didn't work out too well. Maybe as you guys are wandering around your house that you've just created with the decorations in the pumpkin farm, you're wanting to try something new. Old Minecraft is getting a bit boring. You want to try maybe a new challenge. And maybe that lies within the Nether. The Nether Challenge. It's a version of the game where you're going to have to try to survive in the Nether with only the following resources: 7 melons, 1 oak log, 8 stone, 1 sapling, and 1 stack of dirt. Now, with all of this, you must attempt to survive in the Nether and never go back to the overworld with just this. Nothing else allowed. Can you do it? We'll see. But if you're interested more in maybe not playing this but watching it, or even just knowing more about the game, you can find it in the description of the video. There will be a link to a video of me doing this challenge. Maybe as you're trick-or-treating, as I said earlier, maybe there are some traps, maybe some things you don't expect. Instead of just going in and getting the candy or whatever it is, there are some traps. And here's an example of one I've created. And that's just obviously just a little example, and yeah, that just makes some interesting traps maybe. I mean, this is obviously just a creeper armor stand with it's an armor stand with the rest of the creeper, and maybe just have some traps, something like that, just to get people a little startled, if they're willing though. Don't startle people without them asking if they're okay with it. When you're going trick-or-treating, maybe it's a good idea to bring some clothes or something to dress up as you do. So I've had maybe you have some clothes lying around, and you could possibly dress up as a pumpkin, so maybe to fit the pumpkin fields. Just making a Halloween costume. So obviously we've got a nice little costume on here now. And we've dressed up as a nice little cute pumpkin to go perfectly with our little pumpkin stuff we've created earlier. And obviously just make any costume you want. Just dress up, dye some leather armor, use the leather armor you have. I mean, it's easy to dye. All you guys have to do is go to a crafting table and just dye some leather armor, which you may or may not have. But yeah, guys, moving on to the next one. The second to last thing you guys can do on Halloween is to play Hypixel on Minecraft. This is sadly pretty much only for the Java and the Bedrock edition, but I don't think a ton of you are playing the old-gen console edition of Minecraft. But what you can do is just get on, because there are so many spooky little twists to the games they've added. Just Bed Wars, Sky Wars, there's so many just extra maps even, just crazy stuff they've done, and everything's just very fun and Halloween-y. Just look at the mansion and everything that's just going on in Hypixel. It's very, very interesting. I highly encourage you to go and play Hypixel. There's tons going on for you here. Guys, the final thing you can do on Halloween to have some fun is go into the real world. Have some fun in the real world. There's so much going on Halloween, or even for the days coming up, or just after Halloween. There's just so much going on for Halloween that you guys can have fun with. Like, and this is going to turn into not what you expect probably, but I mean, Halloween is, or any holiday really, it's just a great time to just kind of get off games maybe even, and just see what's out in the real world, because a lot of the time we get sucked up in games and just we're kind of into them maybe a little too much. So maybe take a chance and just see what's going on outside, see what's going on out in the real world, see if there's anything you can do. And I highly encourage you to do this. It's just, there's a lot going on out there in the real world that you can't do in Minecraft. There's a lot of fun things going on that I definitely think you guys should give a try. But guys, that's going to be the end of the video. I do hope you enjoyed it. So please like if you like it, share it if you liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye! Okay. It's not exactly what I wanted, but okay.